Hi Libra, if you want to come on in, have a seat for some symbolic support. Here's your ink blot made in your name and essence. If you want to take a screenshot, so you can scry in your own time and terms for shapes and symbols that speak to your psyche and psychic senses. Libras will scry your ink, add on tarot and oracle, and we've got the ghost box here on. Yeah, we're haunted. For any spirit shadows that may educate or entertain us, receive or release freely, of course. So when you're ready, Libras, we'll close the eyes, cleansing the palette of perception and letting go of the linear landscape and language, activating the abstract mind and ancient awareness to perceive and receive symbolic support. Libras, thank you so much for being my muse, for holding space for me to share my insights, and allowing me to be a guest in your aura. Let's go. Priest came through before when I was recording your video, and total transparency. I tried doing this like just a few minutes beforehand and the camera was going crazy. I don't know what was going on. Inevitably, it caused a cut. Let's try and do this again. It seems to be okay now, but Priest came through as well. So I don't know if there's something you guys are going through or purifying, but I kind of do see it in your ink. And I was speaking about it. Maybe you have a priest. You are a priest. Okay, let's see if I can do this. So in here, I'm seeing reindeer, and their antlers are like totems. Like they're each like carved out little totem poles, but I don't actually see it being carved. It's almost like a infusion of the marrow or whatever antlers are made out of, and they can harness it. I don't know how else to say it. I understand that's really obscure the way I'm saying it, but it's like even in the spirit of a totem pole, each animal or face, there's a reason it's there. It's not by accident. And this just happens to be in a reindeer one. But I do feel like they're kind of got their eyes, like I'm seeing like little, I don't know if there's a calm protection, and this does feel priest-like. Apply, that's a very simple word that floods out to many different cultures' belief systems. So it doesn't have to be priest. It could even just be your priestess, priest or priestess energy, like this crowning of your totem of like animal wisdom, ancient wisdom. Do you know what I'm saying? So apply or release freely. In things that are like trying to infiltrate, and there's just like this calmness, like I'm going to say they can't, but there's something magnetic about it because they're drawn to you for that very reason. They're going to claim, oh, sorry, I'm shaking that. They're going to claim otherwise, like through an insult to try and activate your, to really kind of get what they want, ironically, but in a negative way. But this priest and priestess energy is holding its own very calmly and saying, thank you, no thank you. I see you. Thank you, no thank you. Like, you know what I mean? They're trying to activate something in you. But unfortunately, they're dealing with a Libra. Like ultimate balance here. And I don't want to get this off to a sort of like a, harshness. But if you understand, you just might be dealing with circumstances, people, places, or things. And maybe it's an intention. Maybe it's just something in an environment. I'm seeing a haunted school as well. I don't know if somebody goes to a school or maybe it's a building and there's an energy in the building. And maybe you can sense it when your person comes home, child, this, that, or the other.
You're back.
And you can sense it. That's what it feels like. Okay. But when I draw into this priest and priestess energy, see, like for me, this is the crease of creation, right? Like it's where everything merges and comes together. There's a balance of light and dark, like the ultimate Libra, which is why I kind of find it funny when an external energy or entity may try and disbalance or imbalance the Libra energy. But that would also be a learning curve. If one not necessarily welcomed it, but in some soul space of some contractual agreements, knew the benefits to say, well, if I'm going to interact with this and it imbalances me because it's actually going to level up my ability to hold even calmer, which will drive other people crazy. Like, I don't know. That's how it's feeling. But like how this is all coming through, it's like, it's so beautiful, like right in the spine. And then it floods out this whole subconscious to conscious, right? That whole intellect and intuition, the light and the dark, the good and the bad, the this and the that. And it floods out into the heart of Libra, to the, I'm seeing it as a bull. This bull that can hold its own with Taurian-like energy. Maybe there's a Taurus around you, or there's a earth element around you, or a sign that you're working with. But I feel like they help you. They're like boulders, and these boulders aren't obstacles. They, at least the way I'm feeling it, they, while you're here and you're incarnate, that energy helps you stay grounded to hold your priestess energy. Doesn't matter if you're male or female, earthly expression, both of them exist, right? And drawing that down within the self and knowing when is the best use of your female energy to your male energy to the competitive, all of that. But Libra knows, because you're always balancing through these loopholes that I feel like others may try and entice you with. And if you decide to take a loophole, there's usually a reason, because you know you're going to learn something from it, and it's almost going to create a quickness in your abilities. You're like, oh, this is maybe less comfortable, but it kind of, you receive the benefits a lot more efficiently. Okay. All right. Hopefully that makes sense. And I'm going to wander down on here. I'm seeing like really big fuzzy slippers, and I got to bring it over towards me, Libras. Hold on. I got to get that bird's eye view, because it is some sort of bird with really large wings. And I mean, like, this is like pterodactyl size, because I'm also seeing a little T-Rex, and the T-Rex is very small. I feel like you're taking up a lot of space, and it feels light. I feel like I'm gliding. And you know those birds, I don't know what they're, it could be vultures, this or the other. It's not my concern to get the wordage right. You look up in the sky and there's those very large birds at varying degrees, because I think there's many. And there's sometimes a little bird or a few little birds that are trying to peck at it to, lure it away from their nest, or lure it away from their domain or something like that. They're kind of unbothered by it though. Like, they get it. They're like, okay, I'm in your space, and it's, it activates them. Okay, so I'm coming into that mirror space. So the Libra, just by being the Libra and taking up this amount of space and just kind of gliding through and be like, yes, 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 activates others. Anyway, it's coming through as a T-Rex. And maybe you're like a pterodactyl. There's a lot of con going on, shadow work. Maybe Libras, you are working on shadow work, or it's just like a focus right now. It's a focus. I'm going to start adding on some tarot and oracle. Sorry, I feel like I blabbered on a whole lot there. There's something Grand Canyon like about this. Yeah, there's something Grand Canyon. Okay, so then it brought me right back up. As soon as I acknowledged that Grand Canyon, it brought me back up to the priestess, and I'm seeing it carved out in like canyon stone. There is light pouring out of you. Pouring out. Wherever you go. I think sometimes this just bothers people. I'm seeing as well, sorry, somebody might be oh my goodness, that's exactly what I was seeing. I have these cards upside down. Sorry, give me one moment here, Libra. Because there's a few different things coming in. So no, there's nothing wrong with the video. There is a blessing coming through. I'm seeing a cross from of light, messenger of submersibles. There's that light actually. That's the golden light drawing down. This isn't the other word of the priest. Like if somebody else is religious in the traditional sense of, I don't know, is it Catholic, Christianity? But I feel like there's a bunch of different that use the same word. It doesn't matter. Sorry, I'm not trying to diminish it. I just don't want to get stuck there. There's a gold cross coming down. There's a gold cross coming down. I feel like there's messages in this light that is blessing you. Because I'm also seeing in this weird shadow, maybe you're dealing with an Aries, maybe it's just another energy. When I was talking about that earlier, there's all these skulls in it. So it makes me just feel like it's more than meets the eye. Does that make sense? It's more than meets the eye. And you know, those are unseen. I'll come to those in a second. So what stepped forward was 6 of submersibles, cosmic blueprint, and lady of Leviathan's. I will bring these up for you to take a screenshot should any symbols or shapes stand out. So when I was talking about the canyon as well, whether you're going on vacation or you're considering moving in and around there, but it's like I can see I'm making plans for something, even possibly receiving these plans from the above, from the above. I'm just going to leave it there, from the above, because I'm going to, right in here, all of this up here, shining down, white and gold, like white and gold. That's where it came through. And she is shining down. So as maybe the male energy or a male in your life, or it could be this a male energy in spirit, priest or priestess, trying to decide, let's stick with your own energy. You can apply it wherever you want. It's trying to map things out, contemplating what is the best way. And she, the female energy, is also highlighting things, drawing things down. What will best serve the overall goal? The overall goal. Because if someone's trying to put a stank on you, or if there's an energy that's, trying to, or attached to someone or something in and around you, I don't even know how to say that word. No. I'm going to use the word penetrate to bother you or to imbalance you. Again, like I said, if it's going to work, it'll be the Libra's call, because they're actually going to learn something. Stricken Tower, 9 of engines, and 5 of engines. This is that energy. Nasty. It is not very often. I shouldn't say that either. That's not true. I'll bring these up. Okay. It led with light for a very specific, because this is what's up there. Maybe this is what you're going through in the spine of self, and the light's coming through this. Maybe you're going through dark night of the soul, or you've just been going through a depressive state, or something's not working out, or there's an energy attachment and you're doing clearing and cleansing. Maybe you have to move. Maybe you're being forced to move. I still see it as an opportunity, because Libras understand there is a loophole if they wish to take it, and there's also this like roundabout way to like eye of the needle, and to see the opportunity through the obstacle, because that will accelerate something. Be the big bird of it all. So, this energy that just feels nasty with all the skulls and stuff in it, it's almost like a soul collector, but it's not like, you know what? Okay, so it's like it wants to be like, I'm the Grim Reaper. No, there's some sort of illusion with this energy. They're combative. They try and create combat with you.
Listen to me.
Maybe this is also within yourself. You know me. I always bring it home, right? I always bring it home first before I start wandering out to, unless it's blatant. Even if you're moving, the moving on is helpful. Against the grain. There's all those birds. I almost feel like you're going to land. And even if you're not physically moving, you might be shifting paradigms a little bit. Because any sort of darkness is actually going to lead you closer to your light, which is ironic. Maybe you feel like you've been going against the grain. I kind of don't feel like that's it. Maybe, but that's not the way I'm... It's like I'm asking that question. Like, am I going against the grain? Like, is this... Oh, that card's not even supposed to be in there. Okay. Like, I'm doing all the right things or da-da-da, but the results aren't the way I expect them to be. I expect them to be. That's something to look at. Okay. You could be going against the grain of your own intentions.
Make a noise.
Against the grain. Release the dark wound. Let love live. Be the hunter, not the hunted. And unseen here, we have focus on the light. Like, oh my goodness. This has been very contrastual. But it's Libra. So that's not surprising. There is a gentleness that can be brought in if going through extremes. Maybe contrastual isn't the right word. It's, oops, we forgot to see this guy. I'll take a look in a second. I'm learning something seems to be the overall. And there's priest and priestess energies. There are blessings coming down, trying to help focus. By shining light on people, even if it's uncomfortable, and realizing maybe some people aren't on Libra's side. You know, like that's always disappointing when people aren't helping you as much as you thought, or they're not Team Libra, whoever you are, right? And you're like, oh, man, that's a realization I really didn't want to see, but there it is. Okay, so by being the hunter, not the hunted, I don't get this aggressiveness. I feel like in some regards, some sort of energy is hunting you. But your poise about this is even wiser. To be like, I'm not even going to bother hunting you. I'm going to continue hunting what I want, what deserves and what I desire to focus on. But I'm not going to be ignorant. Like, ignoring isn't the way either. But I will focus on what light means to me. Almost like kill them with kindness. And if there's anything that you're going through that is causing this dark wound to come through, please know that it is working, right? There may be a tweak. There may be somebody in a position, religious, cultural, traditional, doctor, Reiki, anything that is in a position that will inspire you to help illuminate even more and build within you that confidence to kind of, I don't know, break free of it. Trust was the card that was coming through.
Adam.
Like, does that make sense? No, I want to go there. We're actually going to go in there. Okay, I'm going to get ready to close out here for Libras. If this isn't happening on a personal level, this may be what your auric energy of your sign is doing on a cosmic level. And I probably should have led with that in the beginning, but I feel like if you're here with me, you understand that the micro to macro in the auric space. Libras hold a very sincere space of holding harmony with no judgments. The priest and the priestess kind of feeling, right? But something's being embodied on earth And maybe it'll show you. If someone's looking to where they may move, I feel like a sign's going to come in. Even if you're thinking about it. We're here for Libra, closing out messages for Libra. Like, my shoulders are all tense too. Like, I don't know, maybe need to get a massage or have somebody squinch your shoulders and just be like, okay.
Come inside.
Right? Okay, one last card we have here for Libra, closing out. Thank you. On the bottom, we have clarity. It is coming. Don't worry that it's upside down. Life's purpose, grieving, and protection. This is lovely. I'm going to bring these up for you. The ultimate balance. The ultimate balance. Libra, it's what you embody, which doesn't mean, it's like seeing one of those sand timers go back and forth. It's almost okay. Remember when I was talking about like it's the expectation, something about that wordage, like it was not looking the way I expected. Suddenly I'm seeing the sand timer still on its side and everything's like even keel. And it's like, well, maybe that's what I'm expecting it to feel like, for peace to feel like, or stop. But I'm seeing like this gentle meditative flow wave. And that actually feels more calming versus this stagnant stillness. I don't know, maybe that's an inspiration. You're obviously protected. It's coming through what I sense is like a million times through this blessings of being protected. There's a transformation happening. Okay, you're protecting, Libra, is how I'm sensing it. You're protecting a portion of this merge that's happening. Merge or a mixing of dark and light, whatever that means to anyone, those polarities while we live in this duality dimension. And that's not to be damning or divine. They just, everything coexists. That's what freedom is. That's what freedom is. But you're protecting your peace, whatever that piece of the world is for you. Your land that you're currently, maybe it's
Undecided.
your trailer, maybe it's your cabin, maybe it's your home, it's your work, your job. You are protecting it with the power of the divine. But if I may say as well, that's the bounty of Libra energy, because I'm also protected by the dark. And I'm also protected by the light, because you're working. It's not like, well, you're working for both sides. You're of neither side. The blessings are in disguise and the blessings are bright. Everything is right there to be seen. There's always the opportunity, the obstacle, and there's obstacles and an opportunity. But could be a grieving going on. Let the dark wound, release the dark wound. This is like the wise man seeing a therapist kind of feel. The sage, the wise one, the psychiatrist seeing a psychiatrist. Everyone needs a place or person or a presence to not data dump into, but like divulge the bile that maybe you've had to digest along the way. And again, to see it come out and feel that freedom and to release it consciously, emotionally, so you're not carrying this, because there is a grieving when you feel so deeply. I feel like the Libras are leveling up, though. I gotta say, Libras, you're leveling up. I can't say it looks comfortable or it feels comfortable, but you're leveling up quite quickly. Even though, no, it's not quickly. What is it's not quickly. It's significant. It's significant. Okay, I'm gonna let you go. Thank you so much for being my muse. We'll come back in later in June to scry it from the other side for perspective possibilities. If you'd like a personal, you can visit the links below under services. If you want to be on the mailing list, shop around, all those links to support, share, and step in with me. Feel free. Links are below. And until next time, thank you.